This is Eau Claire's own News 18 6 p.m. report.
Thanks for choosing News 18. I'm Shannon Hoyt.
And I'm Keith Edwards. It's the Chippewa Valley's first major winter storm of the season, with nearly a foot of wet, heavy snow expected to fall.
Schools, libraries, and businesses closed early, and a travel advisory is urging you to stay home until the skies and the roads clear.
Let's start our team coverage with meteorologist Kyle Weiss at the Weather Center.
Kyle, you've been tracking the storm all day. What do we need to know?
Well, the main story is we have plenty more heavy snow to come, and we're going to keep seeing that until early morning Saturday. But we can start with a quick look outdoors and see just how these roads are looking. So just an hour ago, this road had just been plowed, and you can see it's already covered. Once again, winds are picking up too, as you can see by the flags in the background. 30 degrees right now, feeling like 21 degrees with northeast winds at 10 miles an hour. As we look at radar, we're in that big old dark blue for some heavy snowfall, and we'll continue seeing plenty more where that came from as this storm continues pushing on to the northeast. So throughout our night, we'll continue seeing some heavy snow likely. We'll get the chance by 6 a.m., but we'll start to see it taper off around 7. But by 9 a.m., all of us here in western Wisconsin will look good to go. And we still do have a winter storm warning issued from noon today until 6 a.m. Saturday. And I'll tell you all about that in my full forecast.
All right, thanks, Kyle. Let's delve further into our team coverage. Alyssa Lyons, Evan Denton, and Katrina Lim are all standing by with information you need to know. Let's start with Katrina, who has our coverage on our snow-covered roads. How's it looking out there, Katrina?
Shannon, I've been out here for the last hour or so, and I'm starting to see cars drive slower and slower on Highway 93 behind us. And like Kyle said, about an hour ago, it was plowed and looking clear, but even just from the last, 5-10 minutes or so from standing out here, we saw about a car or two slide on a major road like, Highway 93. And we were also, driving in the residential areas around Gulf Road about an hour and a half ago, and those were icy even an hour and a half ago, and I imagine they're even icier now. Visibility is lower now as well, as you can see with these flakes flying, and so with the potential for even poorer road conditions, Eau Claire County Emergency Management is asking you to stay home if possible.
If you can stay home, please do. Travel is not advised later this evening. As much as you possibly can, try to stay inside and stay safe.
Now, emergency management says fewer people on the road means fewer chances for accidents and spinouts, and it also means more room for snowplow drivers to do their job.
All right, thanks, Katrina. As of 5:30, the Wisconsin State Patrol Northwest region had responded to 2 runoffs, 6 property damage crashes, and 8 motorist assists.
Although travel is not advised, sometimes it is a necessity. Let's head outside again for a live report from our own Evan Denton. So, Evan, you have some winter driving tips to share.
Thanks, Keith. CVTC officials say drivers should make sure that their tires have a good grip on the roadways, and they also warn about tire pressure. Now, when it comes to the correct tire pressure, they advise drivers to look on the inside of the driver's door for a sticker with the manufacturer's recommendation. And when the roads become slippery, begin to slow down. Speed is the biggest issue that they are seeing. And if you do need to travel, give yourself extra time. You do not want to feel rushed. And if possible, try to minimize your number of road trips. But what if you're not familiar with driving in snow? Well, earlier today, CVTC held a winter driving course for students and faculty who have never experienced snow, and its president took part.
Okay, very good.
CVTC President Sunem Beaton Garcia is among those new to winter driving, so she took part in a behind-the-wheel winter driving course.
This course allows them to be part of our community, be able to be comfortable in driving to and from work. So it helps some of us who are transplants feel much more at home here in our new state of Wisconsin.
Beaton Garcia is originally from Florida, and this is her first winter. She says it took some time getting used to driving in snow.
Then as soon as I started driving in it, I felt like I was on an ice rink. And so that is when trepidation set in, and I knew that I really needed to go slowly and I needed to just be extra careful as I learned what my car can do and what I needed to do as a driver to stay safe.
Julie Baker, a CVTC English language learning instructor, says it became apparent in 2015 that this course was needed.
We had a class that was designed for ELL students to take a CNA class. And when the class was done and the student was certified, the students were certified, one of them said, I don't think I'm going to be able to go to work because I can't drive in the snow. And the buses did not run at a time that could get her there for the early morning shift.
The Behind the Wheel winter driving course is a part of a 2-day course. The first day is in the classroom and teaches students how to get their cars and themselves ready for winter driving.
So the key is to brake gently, not hitting the brakes that hard.
Participants then drove around a skid pad, an extremely slippery pavement, in a car that had an anti-lock brake system and in a car that did not have an anti-brake system.
Recognizing that our needs are beyond just the classroom, that we need to feel comfortable in all of weather conditions, which is part of living here in Wisconsin, it really makes me happy that we are able to serve students in this way. All right, here we go.
Again, that was Evan Denton reporting. For additional winter driving tips, visit our website, WQOW.com. Now, another thing to note, if you're on the roads tonight, be sure to give plow workers space to do their job.
In other words, don't crowd a snow plow. Eau Claire County Emergency Management offers these tips. If you approach a plow out on the road, increase your following distance. Make sure the plow driver can see you. Pass plows with extreme caution and never pass a plow on its right side. And avoid driving into a plow's snow cloud.
You know, the snow cloud is very critical. We have lights on our plows that are on the side, our plow wings, you know, to light them up. A lot of cases we have accidents where cars don't realize that and they'll drive right into the plow truck.
Johnson also says be patient. Plows can't keep up with 1-inch-per-hour snowfall rates.
Towing companies in the Chippewa Valley say the phone starts to ring as soon as the snow starts to fall. Alyssa Lyons joined us in studio after spending the day with Chad's Towing. So, Alyssa, you said they're expecting to answer an influx of calls as this weather worsens?
Yeah, that's true, Keith. Tonight, tow drivers expect calls to double, even triple what a normal snow event would bring. They say wait times for a tow truck in a storm like tonight could be anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour. So be patient, as the trucks are traveling in the same road conditions you are.
Priority-wise, I mean, obviously, any accident call or vehicles blocking the road, police calls, that type of thing, would be the highest priority. Keeping roads clear and safe to remove the cars out of there. The second priority would be, I mean, any calls where the people are stuck in their vehicles, you slide into the ditch.
Cars in parking lots where snowplows need to get through are considered low priority situations. The best thing to do if you find yourself on the roads tonight is slow down and be cautious. Give extra room to assisting vehicles like tow trucks and officers. And if you find yourself in a ditch, tow truck drivers say to stay in your vehicle, especially if you're on the side of a highway or a busy roadway. And do not attempt to get yourself unstuck. You may cause more damage to your car.
Okay, thanks, Alyssa. The staff at Chad's Towing says they are prepared to keep all 5 tow trucks running through the night.
New tonight at 6, check out this great time-lapse video of the snow falling here at the station today. We started this roll when the first flakes were falling and edited it just before it got dark. Even with the video sped up, you can see how fast it accumulated. As the snow falls, health officials are reminding folks about snowblower safety. Trauma coordinator Tyler Bovey with Sacred Heart Hospital in Eau Claire says be sure to avoid wearing loose clothes, such as loose pants, jackets, or scarves that can get tangled in the blower's moving parts. He also suggests wearing a sturdy footwear with good traction. Also, think about where the snow is blowing. Never direct the discharge chute toward people, traffic, or areas where damage can happen. If something gets clogged in your snowblower, turn off the engine first and use a tool or a stick to get it out, not with your hands.
I would even go as far as to just undo the spark plug connector real quick if you need to clear any debris from it. There are a variety of injuries that are seen in the local emergency departments where somebody tries to clear debris from a running snowblower, and it doesn't end up in their favor.
Although using snowblowers isn't as strenuous as shoveling, it isn't easy work. So if you need to take a break, take one.
If you've had enough of our snow coverage, well, let's give someone else a turn.
Hi, I'm Ellie. Today I'm going to do the weather report.
Cuteness overload. You may not like today's forecast, but how could you frown at this face?
We've got a special weather report coming up after our first break. Trust me, you won't want to miss this.
It's not very safe to drive out right now, because it's going to snow on the road and it's going to be icy, and you might get a car accident if you try.
Ellie is homeschooled, and this week her lessons focused on weather and seasons. Whether it will turn into a career remains to be seen, but science is in her future. Ellie loves dinosaurs and has had her heart set on being a paleontologist. Her mother says Ellie now, though, might be considering a career in forecasting.
Now, your Storm Tracker 18 weather.
And Ellie's exactly right. We're seeing very dangerous road conditions now. Look at that visibility out there. We can see some whiteout conditions throughout the night, and even some snowfall ranging from 1 to even 2 inches per hour. Now, there are still some cars out there, but you really do not want to get stuck out there in these conditions. Visibility is just a quarter mile for us here in Eau Claire, and we're going to continue seeing these visibilities well into the night and even into early Saturday morning. So what is our radar looking like? Still plenty of snow for us here in western Wisconsin. Seeing a lot of those darker blues just north of Eau Claire now, but we're still going to see plenty more snow where that came from as we zoom out. More snow down from Iowa and into Minnesota is going to continue coming right on through us here in western Wisconsin. So there are a few winter storm warnings out there for all of us here in western Wisconsin, but there are a few purples out there as well for winter weather advisories, and those winter storm warnings are until from noon today until 6 a.m. on a Saturday. We can expect some heavy snow and travel is not advised. So we do have a few winter storm impacts, major in this red here, the big old swath right through us here in the heart of Wisconsin, moderate in the orange, but we still are going to see some dangerous traveling conditions, as well as some snow piling up on the road. Those plows are already out there now, but we'll have some snow drifts coming in as we have heavier wind conditions coming in through the overnight and into Saturday. Likely for our snow cover getting very heavy. Ice, not too much. We're not quite that warm, but our winds are going to pick up for increasing, and then we're going to have low visibility throughout the rest of our night and even into our Saturday morning. Widespread snowfall is what we're going to be experiencing throughout our night, but we'll start to dip down as we head into early morning Saturday, and we'll even get towards minimal as we approach 9 a.m. We're going to stay that way well into Sunday and even into Monday and Tuesday. We'll start to get a little bit calmer and even see a warm up in temperatures. As we look at futurecasts, let's see how much snowfall we can expect for the next few hours. By 10 p.m., we're still seeing plenty of snowfall going around. Some more inches in totals rising up by 12 a.m. More and more to continue on by, but by 6 a.m., we're looking good. A little bit more clearing, but those roads will still be dangerous out there. And a little bit later at 8 a.m., we're finally clear to go, and we could even see some sunshine in the later half of the day, but winds will pick up, and the roads could still be a little bit messy, especially on those lesser used roads. 8 to 12 inches is what we're expecting. Some spots could see a little bit more, especially with that snow blowing and drifting in some certain areas, but in the purple, 5 to 9 inches, and 2 to 5 inches in the blue. So what are our temperatures looking like as we move through our night tonight and into early morning on Saturday? We'll get down there about 26 degrees where we'll see some icing a little bit on the roads, but throughout the day we'll warm up a little bit towards highs near 30, about 32 degrees, and even see some sunshine, which could help out melt the roads just a tad bit more throughout Saturday. Now throughout Saturday as well, we'll start to see wind picking up, giving a lot more drifting. Getting about 22 miles an hour for our snow gusts or wind gusts in Eau Claire, and we'll see those winds coming from the west, and that snowstorm is going to bring us plenty more winds even after. By 6 p.m. we're still seeing some winds, and that's going to cause that drifting. 26 degrees for our low tonight. Heavy snow, windy and poor road conditions expected when you're under that winter storm warning. Tomorrow, we have a high of 32 degrees, snow early, then poor road conditions after, then snow, of course, drifting throughout the day. Chance for snow on early Saturday, but then we're going to see some sunshine, and even until we get into Sunday, a nice little warm-up as we approach Monday and even Tuesday. But it's really this chance now that we are tracking through the overnight.
All right, quite a roller coaster, though. Back close to 50 by mid next week?
Yeah, and that's where we can hopefully see some of the snow melting all over the roads.
Yeah. All right.